What's happening, everybody? It's Tommy from the Pride Rules podcast again. I just wanted to talk about something that's been buzzing around the internet the past, a couple weeks now. It's everybody's debate whether or not it should be Cub Swanson or Frankie Edgar challenging Max Holloway for the 145 belt. I just find it a little funny at how Cub Swanson is even brought into the fold. I mean, if this was after the Doo Ho Choi fight, alright, I get you could kind of say that. But the guy went the distance with Artem Lobov, whose record is pretty atrocious for the UFC. I mean, everybody knows the only reason why the guy's got a job is because of Conor. So I don't understand how an eked out victory over Artem gives Cub Swanson a shot at a belt. Why? Because he's never had one before? There's a reason for that. I mean, you look at Frankie and, okay, yeah, he's had multiple attempts for the belt. So what? What the hell does that mean? Chael Sonnen's had multiple attempts for the belt too. He still kept getting them. Frankie turned around and put a whooping on a fighter that the UFC was hoping was going to be the next big thing. And I mean, God, he beat Yair Rodriguez like he owed him money. That was a bad beating. That's a man who deserves a shot at the title. It's not just because I'm a Frankie fan. If he didn't deserve the shot at the title, I wouldn't be making this video. You can't give a guy a shot at a belt just because he's never had one before. That's ridiculous. Especially since Frankie beat him, and not only did he beat him, he finished him. If you all don't remember, he finished him with a rear naked choke that was around his jaw and Cub tapped. So, you know, is it just another one of these I just dislike Frankie Edgar situations where you're not thinking he deserves a shot at the belt? Smart money tells you that's one hell of a fight between him and Max Holloway. You're talking about two guys who could stand and bang and two guys that have no problem going around. So I'm really hoping the UFC decides to go that route and pick Frankie instead of Cub, because I think Max finishes Cub within 2 rounds. It wouldn't even get to the 5th. I think Max does to Cub exactly what he did to Jose Aldo. I mean, Cub Swanson's an awesome, he's a good fighter. He's a real good fighter, but there's a big reason why he's never gotten a chance to belt is because he's always lost his opportunities to get there. I think you people are thinking it's going to be another Michael Bisping situation where, a lucky punch gets you a strap. No. Because Max Holloway's not cocky like Luke Rockhold was. Max Holloway comes to fight no matter who it is. So, like I said, I'm hoping that the UFC decides it to be Frankie, because for the fans, that's an amazing fight, honestly. And that's all everybody should be concerned about. Amazing fights. That's what we want, isn't it? That's what we want. So, just remember, everybody, on Fridays, we have our video podcast that you can find on our YouTube channel. And every Monday, we have our podcast. This week, we have Eddie Truck Gordon coming on.